Hi there, welcome to Tuesday Weekly Life again. And today we're going to talk about position changing. That's right, position changes. And that is for the more advanced, for the slightly advanced, intermediate if you want. But if you're up to it, then position changes. This is going to be your workshop. I hope you have your violin out there and join me, because this is not a presentation, it's a workshop, and that means you've got to work as well. So, all ready? Position changes. What are they all about? Why do we need position changes? Or what are they? Well, if you start off playing the violin, you start in the first position. And then this is the highest note, right? This is your range of the violin from until there, right? So we want to expand our range a little bit. So if you go into the position, you have more reach. You can go higher. You can't go lower than that one unless you've got a 5 or a 6-string violin, and I know everything about that. But this is your highest note in the first position. Well, the higher your position goes, the higher you get. So your range is going to be expanding, right? That's it. Right. So we want to expand our range a little bit and be able to play a lot of more notes, a lot more vocabulary on your instrument, right? Okay, there's a second reason, and that is easier fingerings. So you're used to playing everything in the first position, but not everything is the easiest way to play in the first position. Now let me give you an example. For instance, when I play this passage, right? If I need to do a string change here, if I would do that in the third position, there we go. See the difference? There you go. So we can choose easier fingerings. That's also a very, very good example of good use of the third position. So not only the higher notes, but also on the G string, we use positions everywhere on the whole violin, right? Okay, now there's another reason, and that's quite an important reason as well. Musical purposes. Well, let me give you an example of that. If I would play this, so I need a string change. Easy fingerings can be here, but it's also going to sound a little bit bitter. Why? Do you hear the difference? For instance, the D string, open strings are musically, we can use them, but not too much, and it's definitely not on longer notes. We could use the fourth finger, but we can also use the second finger, and it's more powerful. Right? So that's why we use positions. So 3 reasons: expanding the range of the violin, expanding your vocabulary, easier fingerings, and musical purposes. So it's going to sound better, especially here on the E string. even without vibrato. See? It sounds better, more beautiful. Okay, so that's when we're going to start using positions. Now, if we know why we want to use them, and we have to practice them, but what I just told you earlier, this is for the intermediate. First we have to set the hand, the left hand, to the first position. And in my method, I work with grips. So the first grip would be this grip, and let me show you like this. Yeah, hang on. The first grip is this, and then the second grip, the second finger goes down, and I use the third grip, low first and low fourth finger, and the fourth grip is exactly the same but half tone higher. This is the grip. So we are setting the left hand, and we get combinations as well. So the first grip, see? So we combine these grips. That's all in the first position. And you need to do that first, because we need to set the hand for the violin in the first position. And after that, we need a little patience there, but then we go to the positions, right? And in my second book, in book 2, we already start with positions. Okay, well, what I promised you was that I would show you how to get to the position. So position changes. So how do you get from one position to the next position? So I'm gonna, for the example, I'm gonna go from the first position to the third position. Third position is the next position we're gonna learn. We're gonna skip the second position only temporarily, because the second position is really powerful, is really important to learn. But it is easier to work with positions to go from 1 to 3, right? And let me tell you why. The first position, in my method, we got the nut here, and we use that for a reference point, this nut. So we're gonna place the magnet, sort of magnet, clog the first finger like that, and then we drop the first finger. So this is where the first finger would be. So we need this as reference point. So every time, if I just start, I feel where this bridge is, the nut is, I'm sorry, the nut. I feel where it is, and I can't go wrong there. Reference point. See, it's exactly the same. Got it? Now the same thing is in the third position. We use the body as reference point. There we go. This point of the hand, the palm goes against the body of the violin. So if we do that, now this point, this is the first finger in the third position. And when I do this, I can, see, I don't go wrong, because I use this reference point. See, boop, easy. So, when you get used to it. Important thing is with violin playing is you need two, what you call them now in English, two things only. You don't need the eyesight, you just need to hear it, listen it and feel it. Hear it and feel it. Those are the two we need to use. Sorry, I can't get the word right now. I have to practice English a little bit more. So, only feel and hearing, that's it. So if I close my eyes, I can feel the body here, my reference point, you see? I can feel it, and I can hear that I'm on the right spot. If I hear this, it feels different. If I hear this, it is a different sound, a different pitch. I hear that, and I feel it, because I'm not at the right spot here on the violin. Got it? Reference points. So we have them in the first position, the nut, but we have them in the third position as well, the body. And if you get used to the feel, where is the hand on your violin? Where does it touch and how does everything combine? How does that feel? Then you've got the right position. See? Not going wrong there. That's it. Okay, so we need reference points. If we don't have anything on the violin as a reference point, then we use our fingers as reference point, just like we did in the first position, right? When we had magnet, drop the first, then drop the second, and we know how the distance feels, got it? Between 1 and 2. And when 2 is there, it's the reference for the third, against the second. And we know how it feels where to place our pinky. Got it? So, reference points. Now we're going to do the same in the third position. If we have the first finger correctly, you can compare it with the underlaying open string. Now, when I drop the second finger, of course the distance is going to be a little bit smaller than in the first position. The higher you get, the smaller the distances will be. Okay, so I know how it feels where to place the second finger. I know how it feels how to place the third finger. And I know how it feels because the third finger is reference for the fourth. And this is, in my method, the first grip in the third position. Does it make sense? The first grip. We're going to work with this because you can play a scale with this grip. See? Now the thing was really important not to float away, and that is that the first finger we're going to use as anchor point. Just like the boat, throwing out your anchor will keep the boat on its place. If the anchor is not thrown out properly, then the boat will drift away, right? Now, you're the captain of the boat, the captain of your violin. We're not going to let this drift away. No, we don't do that. So this is the anchor, and whatever you do here, even if you make mistakes, you're going to keep in position with the first finger, right? That's it. Okay, and then get used to the distances. That's it. This is practice, 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 and getting used to how it feels. Okay. Now, topic of today is not the positions, but the position changing. All right. Now, I have something to practice accurate changing. I mean, we have to go from, let me show you here. I want to go from the first finger here to the third finger here. So it's this distance. Now, how will it be that I don't miss it like this? Oh. Oops. Oop. Why don't I miss it? How does that work? Now, let me tell you. Okay, look at this. If you see it, we first are hearing and feeling, right? Okay, hearing and feeling. First of all, we're going to listen to the note to which we're going to slide up. All right, so that is this first bar here. The first bar, just in the first position. Oh, let me show you right in the little... See? And now we're going to move to this note. We're going to move up with the first finger until we reach this pitch. There we go. See what I mean? Okay, you can try it with me. So 1, 3, and 1, 1. Got it? One more time. 1, 3, 1, 1. And make sure you don't slip past the note. Where is it? So listen to this note and slide away to it. And try to slide as smooth as possible. What I see a lot is that, like that, sort of, yeah, skipping your way through. So the one thing you really need to know is it's got to be really flexible, really everything without tension, no tension at all. Keep it really smooth and really relaxed, and then you can no tension at all. Okay, so when we practice this, that's it. And now my first finger is on place. We can even check it if we're on the right track. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And from here we can, you see, I try to keep my first finger on the string, on the anchor, as an anchor, as much as possible. Right? That's it. Okay. Well, if you practice this, then you've got the correct way of changing positions. Why is it accurate? Because you hear where you're going. That's it. And you might say, I don't hear any violinist change positions like that. No, of course not. But this is the practicing routine. Do this correctly, and then afterwards we're going to do it sort of the way you're going to do it musically. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do that. But if I told you I wanted to go to this F sharp note, this 3rd finger in the 3rd position. Okay, so I don't just go there. I slide to that note and I place that note. So going from this note, from the B to the F sharp in the 3rd position, the in between step would be this. This is where I'm going, and I'm in the right position now. There we go. That is the root. Got it? Try it. And eventually that's what I'm hearing. That's training, right? So training. Backwards exactly the same actually. If you're at F sharp, go to that note, or you can first see, that's how it works. If you've got any questions, ask me. I can see your comments. Ben Salem, wash hands. Yes, I did. All right. Always good to do that. Good. That is about changing positions accurately. And I can show you if I want to go to, let me see, let's go to that one. I want to play that with the third finger, for instance. Then I have to go to the fourth position. And in between step. Accurate, right? That's how you do it. You listen. You have to listen to where you're sliding, and even it can be concealed, like we're going back to, we can conceal this. I already heard it. I'm on the right spot. So that's the practice. Don't worry about concealing it yet. Worry about sliding smoothly. That's something you have to get used to. No tension, slide like that, and help with the bow. Don't stop with the bow like that, but that's it. Practice that and your position changes will develop, progress the correct way. Okay. Well, obviously you can do that on the D string, on the... That's it, right? Compare it with the string below. And on the G string. And of course on the E string. That's it. Practice that. And obviously this is only from 1 to 3, but now we can expand it. I mean, you can make it up from where you are. How about that? I did 1, 3. We can do 2, 4. One more time. 2, 4. This is where I'm going. I'm there. Okay, 3, we want to go up. So in the first position, that's going to be D and F sharp. This is the note I want to hear. And this is the note I'm going to with the fourth finger. Got it? But now we're not using the first finger as anchor. So the first thing you have to know is the anchor point and work from there. So that's the study you have to do. But this is the way to do it, right? So hearing and feeling, smooth changes. And if you reach the pitch you want to, where you're going to, you stop and feel how it feels. That's so important. Feel it and hear it. That's it. You don't have to look, right? Okay. Now, also told you there are two major ways to change position musically. Of course, technically also, but this way, what we did now was move over the finger that stands. So this finger I'm putting in this example here again, the first finger stands and I'm going to slide with that finger. I'm going to this note and then I'm sliding with first finger. But of course we can also slide with a finger which is not placed yet. So that's going to be the third. Let me show you. Sorry. But I have to go to that note. That's how I should have showed you. I'm going to this note again. Over the finger. And now the third. Sorry. All right. Okay. One. Or. And why am I playing bows? Why am I tying the notes together? Like here. Because I want to hear the slide and I want to hear that in one bow direction instead of that. You can't hear the complete slide like that. See? Now we can. So that's why I tie the notes together. All right? Okay. Good. Now when would we use the first position changing and when would we use the second? Well, for to make it a little bit easy, I would call this one the classic mode, changing over the finger which stands. So I'm going up. When I'm there, and the other one moving over that one. So the finger that's being placed is the one we slide on. When we use that, more in gypsy sort of music, like. Hear the difference? Hear the difference? That's it. Okay, that's all about position changes. What I can tell you. You have to know the note you're going to and you sort of just slide your way smoothly to that note and stop when you're there. So we can't go. Yeah, we can, but you have to really know the fingerboard really well. And but sliding there is the most accurate way of position changing. Got it? That's it. Two different ways. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. And if not, this is it for today. I wish you wonderful studies and thumbs up on my YouTube. Let me know if I can do any topics. If you have any topics for the Tuesday weekly lives, let me know. And I hope to see you next week again. And if you're not part of the Creative Violin family yet, well, so if you're starting out, if you're a beginner and you're looking for a complete method, watch this next video. See you next week. God bless you all. Bye-bye. You want to learn to play the violin, and of course with the best violin method, right? Would you like to learn other styles of music on the violin in addition to classical, such as jazz, country, gypsy music, Irish? And maybe you even want to learn to improvise on the violin. Well, you can, from the very first lesson. You play? I am Xander Nichting, author of the new violin method, Creative Violin, from which thousands of students are already studying. So what makes this violin method so new? The build-up of the technical skills is the same as the old methods. They are fine and do not need to be reinvented. The new thing is in the music itself. Besides classical, there are many musical styles, as mentioned, jazz, country, gypsy music, Irish, and even improvisation exercises from lesson 1. But what makes this method completely unique is that videos of all the lessons and exercises in the book are also included. You can see very clearly what the intention is and how to do it. I see it in my own students. They progress much faster, but also much better. And in addition, I hardly notice any motivation problems. Of course, the accompaniments of all pieces and exercises are included. You can use them to give beautiful house concerts, or of course use them for recitals in the violin class. And best of all perhaps is the price of it all. €27.97. €27.97. You can buy the book for just €27.97. It is available as ebook, which you can download and get started right away, or you can purchase the printed version, which will be sent to your address. Everything is included, the videos, which are on our YouTube channel, and the accompaniments. Even if you don't have a violin teacher, you can get started with this. All the explanations that a teacher would give you are also explained in detail in the videos. If you want, you can share your progress in the Creative Violin Facebook group that has been set up just for this purpose. Here you will always get positive and professional feedback on your progress, so you can be sure you're doing it right. And this is also completely free. And there are currently more than 6,000 people active in this group. So for less than €28 you have a complete violin method with video instructions that will take you from a beginner to intermediate level. Book 1 closes with Pachelbel's Canon. And you could be playing this in under a year. Click on the link and we will immediately start your violin career together.